So here you are, you're frying up some catfish and you get a grease fire on the stove. And you can't tell the grease fire, hang on, I gotta Google it, and then Google it and see how you put it out. You need to know how to put it out. So in the text, guys down there, tell me how do you put it out? Flour, if I'm correct. We'll see what everybody else says. Anybody else? Yep. Janice says, do not use water to put it out. No, it will not work. It will actually backfire. I also heard, Josh, I also heard that you're not supposed to put flour on it. I heard that you're actually, baking soda could possibly work with it if it's a small fire. Anybody else? I did Google this before the live stream this morning, so I do have the actual answer. But I want to see what you guys think down there. We got two answers there. Some people might be driving right now. Baking powder, baking soda. Yeah, that's what I heard when I did the Google. I did the Google. Have you done the Google? But they said the first thing you do is call 911. There you go. And they say to take a metal lid and to cover the fire. That kind of take the oxygen out of it, cover it up. If you can do that. And then take a fire extinguisher to it. I know most people have that handy, right? No, if you don't have a fire extinguisher, it might be something to invest in. But here's the idea. We're going to come to moments in our lives and situations and circumstances where things are heated, there's a fire going, whether it's in your own personal life, whether it's a disagreement with a friend, or it's a political disagreement, or even it's a national political disagreement. We need to be very careful with those types of, I'm going to call it a grease fire. And it is so easy just to pour water on an argument and to respond in a fleshly, sinful way, an aggressive way that only makes the fire worse. But what does the Bible say about this? And we're going to be looking at Matthew 5:9, right there. It says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God. So this, in context, this is part of the Sermon on the Mount where Jesus goes to the top of the Mount of Beatitudes. It is a beautiful place. It's almost like a natural amphitheater. People could sit on the side of the hill there and they could hear Jesus speaking at the bottom like an amphitheater. And he gives the greatest sermon that we have recorded in the Gospels. And he gives the Beatitudes and he says, blessed are the peacemakers. So what he wanted us to understand is that God gives a blessing to those who make peace. The Bible has a lot of negative things to say about people that cause strife. People who sow discord among the brethren, especially in a church or in a Christian community. But also, blessed are the peacemakers, those that tell people how to have peace with God. We tell people that, yes, you're a sinner. Yes, there's a punishment for sin. But Jesus died for you in order to bring you back into relationship with God through Jesus Christ. And we bring people to understand that, and they become at peace with God. So that's one of the greatest ways we could be peacemakers, by helping people deal with their sin and become the friend of God instead of the enemy of God. That's one aspect of being a peacemaker. But also, when you're having a disagreement with your friends, what do? You can either pour water on it, you can get upset, you can get emotional, you can get mad, and you can even unfriend each other. That's happened before. But that's not the Christian way to handle it, is it? Same way with articles on Facebook. I have a tendency, my wife will tell you guys, I like to discuss politics. And I'm learning now that you can't do that this year. I mean, you can do that, but you got to be very careful about how you do it. And I'm learning that you make your comment, make a reasonable statement, right? And sometimes people are going to respond in an unreasonable way. And you have a choice right there. You can either pour water on it and just get them all excited and continue the fight in the political arena. Or you can say, okay, I see that we're not going to get very far in this conversation. So I'm just going to let it go. So let me apply this to what's going to happen tomorrow real quick, and then I'll be quiet. A lot of people have already voted, early voting. Some of you guys have already voted. Some people, you're going to be voting tomorrow. And we are in a very contentious time in our country, whether it's racial tension, political tension, disagreements on how to deal with COVID-19. And we're in a very volatile time in our country, guys. There is a grease fire. And I want to encourage you, don't add to the fire, guys. When you're posting on social media, guys, please don't post these sarcastic, rude, nasty comments about the other political side. Don't do that. I scroll through and I just look and I go, guys, why are you saying stuff like that? It's one thing to disagree with the other side, but we don't have to be nasty about it. Guys, we don't have to do that. And that's my encouragement for us. As the election's coming, things are going to get heated. Somebody's not going to win, right? And I want you to understand, somebody is not going to win tomorrow. And some people are going to be quite upset no matter what side of the aisle you're on. But I want to encourage us. Jesus says, blessed are the peacemakers. So if you love the guy who wins tomorrow, awesome, great. Remember to make peace with the other side. And maybe if your side doesn't win tomorrow, I encourage you guys, be a peacemaker. We are most like God when we are making peace with other people. Remember that.